Whittaker's out.
Crazy showman.
Can he follow it up? He looked for it again there, but he managed to drop the elbow on it.
Dancing demon.
Yeah, I think that guy that maybe called him out in the press conference.
Boxing's rare gem. Ben Whittaker managed to tear up all the charts with his sensational performances in the ring. For the style of the British genius combines a deadly tango in a symphony with relentless punches. And today, we will tell you about the rise of the world boxing star and the tragedy that happened to him.
Come back to it.
This is Boxing Space. Here we go. A raw diamond from Britain, he's been in love with boxing, the royal sport, since childhood.
My G. See this guy here? This is Ben Whittaker. Ben Whittaker. Bad boy fighter. Olympic fighter right now, but I swear to you, this guy here, the creme de la creme. Yeah, man, I'm pretty in the ring.
And he gained victory after victory, all for the dream of his late grandmother, who wanted to see her grandson on the Olympic podium.
If I'm right in thinking, you actually missed your grandma's funeral to train for the Olympics, didn't you?
Why are you getting all this information?
We can pause. Come back to it. Sorry.
Though he stood on the Olympic podium, his heart told him the story wasn't finished. The Prince of Britain had yet to claim his crown, the one that would make him Lord of the Ring. And on June 15th, 2024, Ben got the chance to be crowned and stepped into his first title fight. His opponent was the Nigerian from the harshest corners of the African dunes, the undefeated Ezra Arenyeka, better known as the African King.
Ezra with the right arm.
Ezra was on a streak of 12 consecutive wins, 10 of which ended in stunning knockouts. And so, the overconfident Ezra staged a carnival of disrespect.
Because I don't respect him, I'm not scared of him, there's no fear here, so I'm here to do the needful, and I'm gonna knock him out, man, you know what?
Publicly insulting and then completely humiliating our hero. But as soon as the bell rang, Arenyeka nearly knocked Ben out with a staggering hurricane of punches.
The reason is that most of the time when he tries something with the guard, but Arenyeka looks to try and fire back, counts in with an overhand right, and is sure of himself as he comes across as he reaches for a long right hand.
Arenyeka shocked the world. Never before had Ben Whittaker been mocked like this.
And he's walk you onto shot.
Surgeon scalpel.
But Ben Whittaker couldn't allow himself to be overshadowed on the dance floor.
Brilliant. He mixes the speed up. He changes.
So he finally gathered his strength and displayed his true power.
Just about to complete a...
Even when he got that left hook to the body, he really gets...
Heading into the final minute of round 6, if things can just keep turning.
Ezra was so worthless that after being rendered powerless in the fight, he decided to sneakily harm Whittaker's health during the break. This was the last straw for Ben, and he began his mission for the deadly execution of the filthy rat.
He's not a big hitter, you can see that. But he's hard enough, he can sneak you.
Left to the body. And he's just starting with Arenyeka. Even grip a body shot has hurt him there just a few seconds beforehand because he started to retreat.
The surgeon ruthlessly removed the opponent's rat-like tumor and finally claimed his coveted belt. And now you will witness how the king mercilessly tore through all his opponents, stepping over their heads on his way to the throne. Everyone thought there was no equal to Whittaker, and even when the experienced Khaled Gradia was put up against him, Ben floated like a butterfly and stung like a bee.
Ben Whittaker, Whittaker in the black, Gradia in the white. Gradia below.
Due to Ben's insane speed, all of Khaled's punches seemed to be aimed at nothing but air.
With the right hand, but he should be backed up to the ropes.
And Ben, in turn, while marinating his opponent's liver, didn't forget to channel his Michael Jackson moves.
Right hand, even if you're around, can he follow it up? He looked for it again there, but he managed to drop the elbow on it. Great. Whittaker's out.
And so, in the second round of the fight, Ben's hammers rang out like 9 symphonies by Beethoven, with the final chord sounding like a command to bow the knee. On December 12, 2023, the promoters sent Ben straight to the birthplace of gladiatorial combat, Rome. And in the arena of the modern Colosseum, Ben faced a true gladiator, Dredger. From the very beginning of the fight, the agile Whittaker read his opponent's moves like an open book, dodging his opponent's punches like Neo. Ben never forgot to generously deliver jabs as sharp as blades.
This is what you get from Ben Whittaker, looking for that long right hand. More orthodox now again, looking for that long right, landed it. Didn't have any great effect on Dreadeye.
And at the end of the third round, Whittaker served up a Bolognese right on the Italian's face.
Go to the knee.
And then Ben began to frantically search for the switch button on his opponent.
His foot on the gas. The 50 seconds that remained after that, he chose not to.
And finally, he found it on his opponent's chin. Thus, he stunned the audience with another spectacular knockout.
He is out. Reese Carter waves it over immediately and reaches for the gum shield right, followed by the left.
On May 6th, 2023, a Scotsman named Jordan Grant, known as The Game, was thrown to the Mad Surgeon for destruction. The legendary leopard print trunks of Nassim Hamed and the knockout power of Mike Tyson seemingly destroyed the Scottish fighter's spirit.
The light heavyweight limit yesterday, a good habit to get into.
There's the showboating.
Just looking out of the ring. I was distracted by any of that. Whittaker just hopping in on one foot there, and I don't think they're really going to be able to control.
And it seemed that Jordan's game was coming to an end.
Right hand cocked, ready to go.
But Grant found the strength to get up and continue the fight, signing his own death warrant in the process. For Ben made it clear that the domination had only just begun.
Aziz, who were quite a distance away, that's going to be a hard conversation to have, to be honest.
I think it's Johnny who's shouting.
Nice 1-2 there from Whittaker, and then just steps off.
And after that, Grant once again assumed a horizontal position.
The backhand that came through is it wasn't even.
Oh, and he's staggered again here and down right at the very start of the round here, Jordan Grant, and in comes the towel from the corner. And this fight is over. Whittaker.
It became unbearable for the Scottish fighter's cornermen to watch their boy getting beaten, and they decided to save his life by throwing in the white towel. On July 31st, Ben stunned everyone. Clashing in a fight with Greg O'Neill, Whittaker showcased a massive speed difference, literally spamming O'Neill with punches. Meanwhile, O'Neill did nothing but take the punches to the face. With that, he triggered the point of no return. For in that instant, Ben awakened a dancing demon that could not be stopped. With his moves, Whittaker staggered his opponent right and left. And then, with a deadly touch, he plunged O'Neill's consciousness into darkness. Thus, Ben magnificently announced himself to the harsh world of boxing. On July 7th, the surgeon went head-to-head with a serious threat, Slovakian knockout machine Vladimir Big Bad Vlad Belooki. With the bell barely echoing, Vlad transformed into Dracula and launched an all-out assault. Blood was on his mind. The Reaper's brutal pressure broke him down. Vlad's punching power disappeared like smoke.
Whittaker looks for it again now, but Belooki just dropped that left elbow on it. Just a little bit of a loss of balance there, I think, for Belooki more than anything else, as he moved up to his right. Whittaker just digging his toes in here, left hand to the body again.
By the time he'd given Bad Vlad 3 good lessons in how to behave, Ben thought, let's make this beatdown classy.
Right, around the back of the left glove of Belooki, rather than shooting it absolutely just there from Whittaker. But it's all business right from the start.
Any slight confidence, albeit possibly even false confidence, that Belooki may have been knocked out of him already.
Whittaker rocked him onto his heels there, Belooki, and then he paused Whittaker to encourage the cracker right in the lead. And this is difficult for Belooki. He's got to try and ignore all of that and just stick to the task and into the body.
For a moment, it seemed Belooki was eager to repay his opponent in kind. With every move, he tried to show he was unfazed by the blows.
Belooki tried to pick those gloves up. Say between rounds, and in rounds 7 and 8 they'll try and look to get a little bit.
But all it did was awaken Whittaker's fury.
Belooki stepped in, let the right hand go. Doubling up on the body as instructed. Then turned it into a screw shot, then a right hand down the middle, that was neat. Belooki in a little bit of trouble here, goes down the hip. And the referee.
Disgusted by the mockery, the surgeon turned savage, his fists like scalpels, dissecting his opponent blow by blow, leaving him no room to breathe.
Throws the right hand to the body. Already in this round, though, he looks to me like he's getting those feet just a little bit closer.
Hard shots of pain just by sheer demoralising them, not letting them.
It's in the light heavyweight division, Ben Whittaker. Whittaker put on the punch here again.
Really asking any questions of Ben Whittaker is just whether Ben can open him up.
Good left hand there from Whittaker. He's letting his hands go now. Final few seconds. He looked rocked there briefly. Belooki and Whittaker.
He turned his opponent into a quiet little chicken and went to eat one.
What he's done a good job of. Belooki is just not getting caught on target. A strong right hand there, though. We've got him as he was coming forward. And Whittaker up, but he had a good 3-4 seconds there. Left hand there from Whittaker, and the referee has jumped in. Stop the fight, the corner don't like it. Of Belooki.
After his thunderous triumph, the journey of boxing brought Ben full circle, back home for a clash with his fellow Brit, Leon Willings. Whittaker made his entrance in full Hokage gear from Naruto. The message was clear. This was his village, his rules.
So into the first Just so we go, they're scheduled for 8.
Whittaker wasted no time. From the get-go, he dominated the action and cornered Willings with surgical precision. Whittaker, dancing in his trademark fashion, turned the ring into a red-lit stage of suffering and gave his opponent 10 rounds he won't forget.
Showboating that we've seen previously in fights, he's just gone straight down to the business of letting his hands go. Strong right hand there again. Willings in the corner.
Yeah, I think that guy that maybe called him out at the press conferences keyed him off because he's really firing at all cylinders.
We're right to the end of the round.
It was like Willings had left his survival instinct in the locker room, eating punches with an open chin, but still swinging back every chance he got.
So Whittaker's just teeing off on Willings on the ropes.
Good 1-2 there for Whittaker. Willings trying to get off the ropes, eventually does. Behind that.
Whittaker's dominance was so insane, even ghost punches had Willings tasting canvas.
Yeah, I like Ben Boo. Showboating for Willings.
Good solid right hands again there for Whittaker. He's the witness fighter. It doesn't mean you can take them forever. But he has the ill effects of testing the power of... Willings just offering in that head almost there. A little bit of a wild swing at Whittaker. He shimmies in front of him. Playing the matador to the ball, but Willings does manage to get hold of him to a degree. He's got a little bit into the final 10 seconds of round 5.
Leon is definitely getting.
It wasn't just a victory for Whittaker that night. It was the night he secured his first title shot, igniting a wave of euphoria among his fans.
A little bit of a tear-up really around Whittaker, standing a little bit closer. Good left right there from Willings, and then swings himself off his feet, looking for a huge left hook. Whittaker just managing to pull back out of range, but again...
Ben Whittaker is a boxer who's never known the meaning of surrender. He is power. He is grit. He is unstoppable.
That guy that maybe called him out at the press conferences keyed him off because
He's living proof that you can write your own story, and that even in the toughest battles, there's always a way to stand back up and fight on. Thank you all. See you soon.
not happy.